Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome once again to your channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant. The channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant, was made with twin purposes of sharing the best stories of mankind with you and also to share daily inspiration with you. In Facebook, today, your channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant, has 775 members. On WhatsApp, we are about 120 members. And on YouTube, we are about 100 members now. You all have been regularly commenting and requesting me to share more inspirational stories with you. For those of you who are already my subscribers, my heartfelt thank you to you. And for those of you who are coming on to the first time to this channel, please do hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you get every notification of the videos I release. Please feel free to share these inspirational videos with your family members and children so that they too will be inspired with these inspirational and awesome stories. Today, the story I'm going to share with you is about a woman commander in Rani Lakshmibai's woman army. This story is from the rebellion of 1857. The person who I'm referring to is Jalkari Bai. Jalkari Bai was born on 22nd November 1830 in Bhojira, a village near Jhansi. From a very young age, she stood out for her bravery, good naturedness, her ability to withstand hard labor and stress. Once, when she was a young girl, dacoits attacked her village and she single handedly took on these dacoits and chased them away. On another occasion, when she had gone to the jungle, there she was attacked by a tigress and she slew the tigress with her axe. Thereupon, the title of Jalkari was given to her. Jalkari did not have much of education as she was a girl and as was the society norms in those days, but she was trained in horse riding and fencing. She got married to an Sipahi in Rani Lakshmibai's army. His name was Puran Singh. And because of his bravery, he soon rose up the ladder in Rani Lakshmibai's army. Once during Gauri Puja, Jalkari went to the fort to celebrate Gauri Puja along with her husband. There, she was spotted by Rani Lakshmibai because she had a very uncanny resemblance to Rani Lakshmibai herself. When Rani Lakshmibai inquired about Jalkari, she was told about the braveness and courage of Jalkari. Immediately, the Rani of Jhansi Lakshmibai took a decision to take on Jalkari as her companion. And both started spending time together wrestling, fencing, and learning shooting with revolvers and guns, and also how to operate cannons. As Jalkari proved herself to be loyal and trustworthy, Rani soon promoted her as a commander of her Durga unit, which were the women warriors, despite much opposition. Then, when Jhansi Jhansi ki Rani Lakshmibai's husband died and the doctrine of lapse was introduced on Jhansi, Lakshmibai opposed the same and put her son on the throne to rule Jhansi. The Britishers attacked Jhansi under the command of General Hugh Henry. Rani Lakshmibai and Jalkari, with their troops of only 4,000, pushed back the Britishers. They fought so bravely. General Hugh had to call for additional reinforcements while Rani Lakshmibai was awaiting the reinforcements to come from Tatya Tope and Nana Sahib. Unfortunately, the reinforcements could not come, but General Hugh, the British general, got his reinforcements and he attacked Jhansi once again. The Britishers could not demoralize Rani Lakshmibai and Jalkari's troops. They fought back valiantly every time. Seeing that they were not making much progress, they bribed one of the gatekeepers, Daulaji, to open the gates. He took the bribe and he opened the gates for them. Seeing this, Jalkari and other advisors requested the Rani to move out of the Jhansi fort and save herself. The Rani was not keen on doing so, but being repeatedly asked to do so, she moved out of Jhansi, disguised as a common sipai. Jalkari, because of her uncanny resemblance to her, immediately disguised herself as Rani Lakshmibai, rode on the same horse which Rani Lakshmibai used to do, and fought with the British troops. She was captured and taken to the camp of General Hugh, the commander of the British Army. She managed to fool the British for a complete day, acting to be the Rani. When General Hugh asked her how he should treat her, Jalkari said, "I should be hanged." General Hughes was much impressed by her bravery and said, "Even if 1% of the women were like you in India, the British would not be able to take over India." Thereafter, the traitor Daulaji was called upon to identify Jalkari as Rani Lakshmibai. He clearly identified her as Jalkari, and Jalkari angrily shouted on Daulaji, saying, "You traitor, you have shamelessly betrayed your company." When General Hugh and his people came to know about the fact that Jalkari had disguised herself as the Rani and fooled them for one full day, allowing the Rani to get away, they decided to hang her. Jalkari said, "I'm not scared of being hanged." And when they were hanging her, Jalkari continuously said, "Long live Jhansi, long live Rani Lakshmibai, and long live freedom." She told the Britishers, "Beware, you will not be able to defeat us. We will rise again and grab our freedom from you." For her bravery, Jalkari Bai's birthday is celebrated as Jalkari Divas, Jalkari Shatabdi, by the people of her community. And the day of her death in 1958, 4th April, is celebrated as Shahid Divas. The Archaeological Survey of India is building a museum in Jhansi Fort dedicated to Jalkari Bai. The Archaeological Survey of India is leading these efforts. The Government of India also released a stamp on Jalkari Bai. Jalkari Bai, a valiant, brave, fearless woman warrior and commander of Rani Lakshmibai's troops, who gave up her life for her motherland Jhansi and to save Rani Lakshmibai's life. A totally inspirational Indian woman warrior who made a difference in India's freedom struggle. Friends, if you like my inspirational videos, please do subscribe to the channel Generous, Gracious and Gallant and press the bell icon so that you'll get every notification of every new video which I release for you with inspirational stories. Friends, these are COVID-19 times and I am a strong proponent of the difference to one philosophy. That means all of us cannot make a difference to multiple people, but all of us can stand up, be counted, and make a difference to one person. Please stand up and be counted. You never know how far the ripples of your kindness will spread in society and what difference they will make a difference to society. Till we meet again in these difficult COVID times, please do stand up and be counted. Good luck, all the best. Thank you.